Well, if it isn't the subject of all those draft rumors.
What do you mean?
Come on, you heard what Triple H said, and it's all over social media too. Everyone thinks you're going #1 in the draft next week.
Since Raw has the first pick, you could put an end to all the speculation and just tell me who you're picking first.
My lips are sealed, but I will say that I doubt tonight is your last match on Raw. Oh, and speaking of the draft, make sure you look good up there on the stage.
What are you getting at?
I know in the past you had to wear whatever the office told you to for your non-ring attire. And sometimes you'd even have to wear the same ugly shirt for years on end. But things are different now. Like Hunter said, it's a new era with fewer restrictions. So you can wear whatever casual attire you want to express who you are. Got it?
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
Okay, but more importantly, make sure you look good in your match tonight. Can't have my potential first pick losing the week before the draft.
The winds of change are blowing.
Talking about the draft, I assume?
Yep. You and I haven't had much of a chance to get acquainted here on Raw. I wouldn't mind if we end up on the same brand so that we can finally have a match or two.
I wouldn't mind that either. We could do big things together.
I guess we'll see where we end up. I know they're saying you could be staying here on Raw, but I've been around a while and I've seen a lot of crazy things. When it comes to the WWE draft, you just never know.
I'll be ready for anything.
And here's the man whose name is on everyone's mind.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Osaka, Japan. Weighing in at 242 pounds.
There's been a lot of speculation about this guy's future, and if you've seen him in the ring, you can understand why.
Rumors are just rumors, but a strong showing here against Montez Ford could help turn those rumors into reality.
The draft might be a week away, but this match starts now.
Michael, Corey, time to get your swag up.
And his opponent, representing the Street Profits from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 232 pounds, Montez Ford.
That right there, they call that the Graves. Call that something you wish you could do.
Come on, Montez. Show them how it's done.
And they call that the gravy. With all the talk about presumptive draft picks and Triple H's cryptic messages, we might be forgetting about Montez Ford.
Good point, Corey. Montez is a former Royal Rumble winner who's coming back from injury. I'm sure he'd love to make his own statement about WWE's pecking order.
Both superstars have a lot on the line and a lot to say about it, and they will surely let their fists do the talking. Montez Ford with an early cover. Able to turn it into a cover of their own. Beautiful. Might sneak one.
shoulder up right before two.
He needs a little more than that to end things this early.
Clothesline to the back of the neck. He's pumped up, and so is this crowd. My, oh my, what elevation. Oh. Oh, he flips that around.
As the leg trap, fisherman suplex.
Oh, geez, that could take you out.
Dishing out a suplex.
Just another insane display of power. Man, what timing on that counter. Standing drop kick.
Great ups.
The hit's starting to take their toll on him a little.
This is how it starts. The groundwork is being laid here.
Butterfly suplex. Dragon suplex. Talk about a bad landing.
Rolling out. Trying to end this match here and now.
Stops the ref count before two. He's not even close to being done yet.
Suplex. Wicked chop block.
And Montez Ford finds himself on the defensive.
Yeah, Ford's having trouble fighting back.
Broken up with a fist to the face. And he is finally able to mount some resistance with that.
The U-turn Montez needed in this match could have been that right there.
Oh, big stomp.
Picking up speed. Double knees to the back of the neck.
Nothing Montez can do now. Raise the roof. He's got the victory.
Here is your winner,
This man just showed why he's about to be drafted #1. He's got the talent, the drive, and the win here tonight.
He certainly helped his cause, Saxton. Nothing's a sure thing until it's a done thing, but it would be a surprise if all those rumors turned out to be false.
What a huge night we have on Raw with the start of the WWE Draft. There's rumors this superstar will be staying on Raw as the top pick.
Well, it's not official yet, but it would be a solid choice by Adam Pearce.
I know there's a lot going on tonight with the draft, but I wanted to sneak in a couple interview questions. Is that okay?
No problem, Kathy. It's always good talking with you. What do you want to know?
For anyone who hasn't been paying attention the past couple of years, how would you define your personality?
I'll go with what I use on my dating app. I don't like to take things too seriously. I like a good reality TV show, scrolling endlessly through silly pet videos on my phone, and when I'm not busy with that, I enjoy bashing people's heads in. So, I guess you could say I'm a bit more comedic and fun.
Ah, yes, the resident WWE class clown. What can you say about the rumors that are swirling around tonight?
They're all true. Akam and Razar and I are starting a boy band.
I meant the rumors about you going #1 overall in the draft.
Oh, right. Well, it would mean a lot, but it's just an opportunity. You still need to win matches and championships, or none of this draft stuff matters.
Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you go for now. Thanks again, and good luck with the draft.
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
So how you feeling? You ready for tonight?
What's tonight?
Draft?
Oh, I was mainly here to work on some choreography with Akam and Razar. But I guess I could squeeze in some time for the draft.
Good one. I gotta get going, but you should be proud of everything you've accomplished to get here. You've earned it. See you out there in a bit.
Come to my side of town. Lately it's been going.
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick. So let's not wait any longer. With the first pick in the WWE Draft, Raw is honored to select the future of WWE.
There they are, the #1 pick in the WWE Draft, and wow, it's a good one.
Talk about making a splash. Adam Pearce got himself a generational talent.
We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype.
Good luck topping this SmackDown.
Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here.
Now talk about ruining a moment.
What the heck?
Who was that?
Oh, where's security?
Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with the authorities to get to the bottom of it, but Hunter says it seems like it was just a random, unstable individual.
We have a good relationship, so I trust you and Triple H to figure it out. I am curious how a random person could have messed with the Tron, though.
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have been unrelated technical difficulties. Either way, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Better to focus on the positive and move on.
Pay no attention to the crazed masked attacker. Understood.
I'll set up a match for you next week on Raw, and it'll be against a local competitor you'll be sure to dominate. After that, no one will be talking about what happened tonight.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect way to blow off a little steam.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got promoted, which was definitely based on merit, not because Roman Reigns landed on me at WrestleMania and Triple H felt bad about my numerous injuries. I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our live events.
Congratulations?
You should be congratulating yourself, because I've got my eye on you to be the main attraction for our next big tour.
I appreciate it, Troy. But I'm focused on figuring out who jumped me, and then enacting some very disproportionate revenge.
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect opportunity to sharpen your skills and max out your abilities. Trust me, you won't believe the kind of rewards you'll get with live events.
Fine, Troy. Next time you have a live event opportunity, hit me up.
You're the best. Thanks so much. You'll find me waiting for you when I'm ready to book the next bunch of shows.
Can't wait. Hey, you all right? Not how I imagined draft night going, but we've both seen stuff like this in WWE before. On to the next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I appreciate your advice, but I don't think it is. Like I said, on to the next thing.
Do you believe in miracles?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 260 pounds, Adrian Bach!
Lots of confidence for someone who's always destined to rack up L's.
That's not always true. What if the GM puts them up against him?
The first overall draft pick is ready for action.
And his opponent from Osaka, Japan, weighing in at 242 pounds, Lorena!
It's great to hear the crowd give this superstar the reception he deserves, especially after what happened last week.
Absolutely.
This man is no stranger to a WWE arena, but it's got to feel different stepping into the ring for the first time as the #1 overall draft pick.
I'm sure it does, Byron. But now that the bell's rung, he's not the #1 pick anymore. He's a superstar on Raw who's got to fight and compete just like anyone else.
And he's got a target on his back now. If he doesn't prove he can live up to his reputation, no one's going to care where he is drafted. Battle of counters. No one's getting their full offense in. DDT! Fight.
Adrian looking helpless to every attack.
Yeah, Buck's got to slow down this assault.
Standing drop kick.
Great ups.
He's absorbing a lot of damage here.
Yeah, but you got to expect that at this point in the match.
Placing him in the corner here. Playing him on the top rope. drops with a shoulder breaker. Look at this. Snap suplex. Double axe handle. Uh-oh. Half and half suplex. Lights out. And it's really hard to watch him just be pummeled like this. Yeah, and this might cause him to lose his composure. Oh, God. That looked devastating. Oh, scouted that one. Boom, what a roundhouse. Wait for it. Alabama slam. An unyielding showing of authority. No two ways about it. Standing drop kick. Great ups. Dropped with a suplex. Sliding into the ring now. Uh-oh. Buck comes right back at him. Boom, what a drop kick. On the mark. Slips away just in time. Very measured elbow drop. Cover. This could be all over. What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick. I agree, Byron. That was pure domination. The hell? Not this again. It's the same attacker from the draft. Where's security? Come on. I guess he's taking matters into his own hands. Good. I'm sick of this. And this time, they're not getting away. The masked assailant is regretting this now. They might not be masked for much longer. Is that Tony D'Angelo from NXT? Not surprised with his track record. We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
That's enough! Sit down and stay there.
What are we going to do with him? We're going to get some answers. And we're going to get them right now.
You have no idea.
Normally, I'd have a clever one-liner response. We'd maybe go back and forth a bit. It'd be a hoot. But it looks like I've got to be both good cop and bad cop. And bad cop says, start talking.
The new era has arrived.
Is this about the draft? Because Triple H said it was the start of a new era?
It's been right in front of you. But you can't ignore it anymore.
How'd you mess with the Tron? Got someone from your family helping you out?
Make the right choices, and maybe you'll find out someday.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking mafia wannabe out of here!
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Well, looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
D'Angelo's just a make-believe hitman, and now we got him. I'm going to take out my frustration in the ring, and that will be it. It's over.
Well, I hope you're right, but I think the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
It's Raw's #1 draft pick hoping to shut down their attacker.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Osaka, Japan, weighing in at 242 pounds,
There's an extra degree of intensity from this superstar tonight. It looks like he's determined to put an end to Tony D'Angelo.
It is time for the Don to make that money.
We're certainly no strangers to surprise attacks and deceptive actions, but this match feels especially personal.
You're not wrong, Cole. I'm honestly impressed the #1 pick had the self-control to face Tony D'Angelo in the ring rather than roughing the jabroni up backstage.
D'Angelo ruined 2 big nights, and tonight his target is looking to ruin Tony D'Angelo.
Being overtaken here, driven into the corner.
Ooh, that'll wake you up. And Tony didn't see that coming. Standing drop kick.
Great ups.
Double underhook applied.
Butterfly suplex.
Quickly slips behind.
On a German suplex. Look at this.
Boom. Nice. Over and over again, getting beaten down with force.
Standing drop kick.
Great ups.
Launching. Senton from the apron.
D'Angelo looking powerless to every attack.
Tony might be feeling a bit rattled.
Drop kick.
Beautiful. Real European uppercut.
Back in the ring.
His adrenaline is pumping right now.
All right, he's got to refocus up now. Got to act fast to beat the count.
The seconds
Flying through the air and connects.
Coming down on their opponent like a sack of bricks. He'll take things into the ring.
Look at this.
He quickly gets out of dodge.
A gnarly landing. That's why you can't get caught up in the heat of the moment.
An all-around bad decision.
Oh, man, meeting the barricade. That puts an end to that, thank goodness.
Neither superstar giving an inch here.
Boom!
Neither competitor is backing down.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground. Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Fisherman's Buster.
Escape that in a hurry.
Bang!
Double axe handle.
He's been put through the ringer tonight.
At this point in the match, you have to expect to be run down.
Ooh, well-planted knee.
Ouch. Very measured elbow drop.
Oh, an elbow drop. D'Angelo looking powerless to every attack.
Tony's on the wrong side of every exchange.
Look at this. Boom. Nice.
Tony timed that one.
Getting air with that forearm.
And just in time, he gets out of there.
It goes without saying that there is a certain disdain for your opponent when you pull off something like that. Boom! Step ahead there. What a counter by Tony. Suplex.
On the move.
Uh-oh. Countering that offense.
Oh, predicted what was coming.
DDT.
Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down. Drop kick hits hard, lands harder.
And he's going to the top.
High risk. Whoa, what a landing.
Completely throwing self-preservation out the window.
I don't know how your mind would even think about doing that.
And he gets delivered back into the ring. Pin on D'Angelo. Just might do it. This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Tony D'Angelo and whatever this was all about.
Now what?
Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Trick Williams from behind. What is happening?
And now Tony D'Angelo's recovered and joining the NXT champion. Clearly D'Angelo wasn't acting alone in all of this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Adam Pearce is trying to intervene.
Nikita Lyons with a chair.
And Pearce goes down too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
What the?
Bayley and KO are part of this? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
I'm to my side of town. Lately it's been going.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Nick Aldis, and we're gonna work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said about Triple H.
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
You're right. Punk's fired up about getting attacked and not thinking straight. He did have a point, though, that we have to be careful about who to trust.
I know. It seems like Bailey and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
And it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who could step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from... They're from the Indies.
Okay, but how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We used to train together for years. You spend that much time with someone, putting your health and safety in their hands, you know you can trust them.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Wow, you came all the way here to an indie show to see me? Must really be desperate for help against NXT.
Who else could I trust more than my old training partner?
Yeah, we were always trying to outdo each other back in the day. Might be nice to team up together for once.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
You know I'm ride or die with you. Let's do it.
Great. We need to get started right away.
Okay, just hang on a minute. I do have one more match obligation to fulfill here tonight. Then we'll get started.
Okay, and try to win. Because if you lose, I might have second thoughts about this. And then my next best option is this guy named Troy Simpkin, and at that point I might as well just let NXT take over.
Haven't changed a bit. So, this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need this space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy, but for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this on the Indies, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best, which, in my case, is being... bold and brash.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
We need to hit them harder than they hit us. Punch them right in the mouth so they know who they're messing with. They showed up here and caused chaos? Okay. We go to NXT and do the same thing, but worse.
You scare me sometimes, but I like it.
You ready?
We're gonna punch them right in the mouth.
Let's do this. What the hell?
Well, hello there. Have a good flight down. We were expecting you.
We were not expecting you.
For the uninitiated here, I'm Troy Simkin, former WWE producer, now NXT Mutiny's top producer. We knew you'd be coming and we outsmarted you. NXT is clearly not broadcasting here tonight, and instead has moved to a secret, undisclosed location.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm afraid not. Man, you should see the looks on your faces.
Can I strangle him? I want to strangle him.
I'm just the messenger.
Well, we came all the way here. We're not gonna leave empty-handed.
I think I see where this is going.
Yeah. We're taking Troy with us. He clearly knows more than he's letting on, and we can use him as a bargaining chip.
You're calling the shots.
This really isn't necessary. I'm just a producer. I'm clueless.
We know. You're coming with us.
Please be gentle.
NXT Mutiny. You one-upped us. Well played moving the location of your show. But if you think you outsmarted us, think again. See, I've brought in someone to help even the sides, and she had a brilliant idea.
That's right. We have borrowed your top producer, Troy Simkin. Say hello, Troy.
Hello? Help, please?
All right, that's enough. So, NXT Mutiny. If you want Troy back, show up to Raw and fight us. I have my debut match later tonight, and your buddy Troy will be out there at ringside.
And unlike you, we're not going to run and hide. We're going to be exactly where we say we are.
See you soon.
Please show up.
I don't care what y'all say. Whoa, it's time to rock and roll.
Here she is, making her WWE debut with what seems to be a 50% willing entourage.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Nagata, Japan, Katsuyori!
Most would want all eyes on them for their WWE debut, but she seems fine sharing the spotlight.
She's not sharing the spotlight, Saxton. That's a Watchtower searchlight. She and her partner are letting former WWE producer Troy Simkin know that there's no escape from captivity.
A bold debut so far. Let's see how she fares in the ring.
Here comes the pride of Puerto Rico.
And her opponent, representing the LWO from Queens, New York, Zelina Vega!
A quick-witted Dynamo. Vega is full of surprises in the ring and on the microphone.
As a 15-year veteran, this is not some underdog to overlook.
The first ever queen of the ring, as hard-nosed as they come, but always does so with poise and grace.
Carries herself with immense pride for both her culture and in-ring abilities.
I had heard this new addition to the WWE roster has a take-no-prisoners mentality, but she seems to be bending her own rules here tonight.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, Saxton. Now, former WWE producer Troy Simkin may not be well-liked, but he's the bait they're using to draw Mutiny out.
The question now is whether Mutiny will bite the hook and how any of this may impact the fight going forward.
Standing Spanish fly, are you kidding me?
Incredible. Exiting the ring, taking the action outside.
She's letting the crowd fill her with confidence now.
Queen Zelina is in a distressing spot.
Heavy work being done to Zelina right now.
Manages to reverse it.
And the DDT.
Fighting their way out of this position.
Will create separation.
Zelina finally creates some more offense for herself.
Could be the table turner Zelina desperately needed.
A quick reversal from her.
Both competitors showing they've studied the other's playbooks to the teeth. Each superstar trying to counter and gain an advantage.
A running swanton.
Standing Spanish fly, are you kidding me?
Incredible.
Put into the corner. What could be next?
Sending her up on the top rope.
What more can this superstar do?
Reaching deep into the arsenal. This could end the entire match.
From the top floor. Superplex. The agonizing impact.
Shoulders down, going for the cover. She overcomes the pinfall attempt.
Keeping a loss at bay for now. Picking up speed.
Clothesline turns it inside out. Counters with an attack on Zelina.
Running hurricanrana.
Agility like that, easier said than done, gentlemen.
Enziguri finds its mark.
And once again, she's put on the back foot.
Been holding strong thus far in the match, but you can only outrun the lasting effects of a fight for so long.
Oh, missed connection. Oh, man.
And Zelina can't stop.
Off the rope. Beautiful all the way down to the outside.
Tossed caution out the window, and it paid off.
Adrenaline is through the roof now.
And gets tossed back into the mat.
Oh, yeah, she is feeling it. Her energy's contagious. Running hurricanrana.
Fantastic.
She continues on and on with this assault.
And now she has to maintain this energy. Keep it going.
Zelina finally creates some more offense for herself.
Could be the table turner Zelina desperately needed.
She picked up a monumental win.
Here is your winner, Katsuyori!
What a debut. She not only showed off the fearless, relentless approach we'd heard about, but also secured a huge win in her first match here at WWE.
And right in front of NXT's own Troy Simpkin. You have to wonder what Mutiny's next move will be to recover their abducted producer.
believe my plan didn't work.
We both thought Mutiny actually cared about Troy. But like they said, I guess he's just a worthless twit.
Hey, I'm standing right here. And I'm just as shocked as you are that Mutiny didn't ride in on their white horses to save their prince. I wonder if I can get my old job back. Can either of you put in a word with Triple H?
We need to find something NXT actually cares about to lure them into a fight. Otherwise, they're going to keep dodging us.
What about their precious Unity Tag Team Championships? If kidnapping Troy didn't work, maybe we could title nap those?
You might be onto something there. But how are we going to find out where they're broadcasting from?
I could help with that. If you put in a good word for me.
Yeah, sure. What can you tell us?
I may have been on a group text that mentioned the undisclosed location of their shows. But first I'll need reassurances.
Troy? Disclose it. Now.
Okay. Fine.
Another successful Unity title defense for Lexis King and JC Jane.
Hang on, we have some visitors from the Raw and SmackDown side.
How'd they find out where we are? Did you tell them, Saxton?
It wasn't me, but they're taking the fight to the champions.
Good. It's about time.
It looks like we're going to have an impromptu brawl on our hands. This is an incredibly bold move to come down here and bring the fight to Mutiny.
It's bold and brilliant, Cole. Attacking in an undisclosed location, the Unity champs were totally complacent. They let their guard down, and now they're paying the price.
I still can't figure out how they found us. Do you think my phone might have been hacked? And if so, do you think Mutiny would hold that against me?
Being set up in the corner for something.
Counter! Saw it coming.
Into a beautiful arm drag.
Oh, what a forearm! He's able to reverse it. Oh, look at the knees.
Just endless knee strikes.
I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage. Knee driven right through the face and again.
Unrelenting with these knee strikes.
Decides to leave the confines of the ring.
The universal signal for extreme. The kendo stick has entered the fray.
We are witnessing a malicious string of attacks right now. Toss back into the ring.
Forearm club. Rear European uppercut.
She might be nearing the end of her rope. I have no idea how she's still standing. Ding. And she's out of the ring. Remember, no countouts in this one.
Has been set up in the corner of the ring.
And now she delivers her back into the ring.
Setting up for something here.
Lexis King takes a vicious buckle suplex.
And JC's nailed with a stun gun.
The champs are down.
Where are they headed now?
They're grabbing the Unity titles.
I think they're leaving with them.
And the champs can't do anything about it.
They've come in here and stolen the NXT Unity Tag Team Championships. I love it.
Score one for Raw and SmackDown.
I saw what you did by invading NXT's secret location and acquiring their Unity championships. Bold move.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny. We came up training together.
I know all about you. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it. So this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
We understand your stance, but we don't have to agree with it. We're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck, but I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Here are the borrowers of the Unity titles.
You gotta love the swagger to walk into this arena holding those two belts they didn't even earn.
Hey, they are the current Unity tag title holders. It's just in this case, I mean that literally. They are holding the titles.
Guys, I cannot overstate the importance of this match here tonight.
Of course not, Michael. Anytime the tag titles are on the line, the match takes on a whole new level of importance.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. Lexis King and Jacy Jayne have successfully defended their Unity titles multiple times, and you can bet they're itching to reclaim their stolen belts tonight.
Yeah, but those defenses were practically gift-wrapped with hand-picked opponents in favorable locations. Tonight, they face a real challenge.
We will see. These two new allies have a history, but the big question is, can they gel in an official match and walk away with some hardware?
One strong attack after another.
Ooh. Double axe handle connects. Twists the arm and a kick right to the midsection.
Ooh, well-planted knee. Ouch. Momentum entirely against Lexis here.
Lexis isn't showing the capacity to fight back.
The challenger enduring the punishment.
And into the corner he goes.
Oh, right to the body. Working in perfect cohesion, the champions have a strategy in mind.
Whoa, drop kick all the way to the outside. Here's the dive. Oh, no, wait, maybe not.
You got fooled again, Byron.
Here we go.
Nope. Faked me out again.
A rope step.
What a display of fearlessness we just witnessed.
That's the kind of attitude you need to take yourself to the next level.
And now thrown back into the ring. From the top. Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me?
The champion is willing to take every risk tonight. Double underhook applied.
Butterfly suplex. The challenger is getting torn into.
Yeah, holding strong for this long in a tag team match is commendable, but it might be time to tag out.
Bang, drop kick.
And he's ready to switch things up, tagging out.
Tag made.
He looks like the kind of competitor that can take on all comers right now. Lexis King playing to the crowd now.
Kick to the midsection, building up a head of steam.
Placed against the turnbuckles.
Connecting with a sharp elbow. Really just laying it in.
Walking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
Jacy eats a clothesline.
But Lexis King with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
Is that the producer who was wrapped up in all this?
I think so. Seems like he's working against NXT Mutiny now.
Hold on. Spear on Jacy Jayne.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto Jacy Jayne with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Troy, the producer.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
to my side of town. Lately it's been going.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you used that goofball Troy to find where Mutiny was hiding and then win their Unity titles. Well done.
I guess Troy's show of loyalty in our match was enough to get his job back.
And we discouraged Mutiny from trying to hide from us. They said from now on, they'll be back at the Performance Center.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldous and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
We spoke to him, and he insisted it's what's best for business. I guess we have to take him for his word at this point.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any Mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?
Ah, the hero of the moment. It's about damn time.
Not quite the warm and fuzzy greeting I was expecting for someone who just signed here. What's going on?
After you and your partner struck the first blow against Mutiny by taking the Unity titles from them, I was hoping for more of the same here on SmackDown.
And that's what you're gonna get. We were all on the same page. What's with the attitude?
You haven't heard? We've lost the WWE Championship.
Cody lost the belt? How the hell did I miss that?
He didn't lose the title in a match. Mutiny stole it. Io Sky made off with one of our most prestigious championships in the midst of their most vicious attack yet.
If I'd have been there, I'd have stopped them.
Well, you weren't. And to make matters worse, Triple H is saying his hands are tied. So I've got a board who won't act, Cody in the hospital, a locker room in disarray, and no idea how we're gonna get the undisputed WWE title back.
I'll go take it from them. Mutiny is trying to wreck WWE's legacy one piece at a time. I'm not gonna let them get away with that.
You can't just waltz into the Performance Center and look for it. I have it on good authority that Io has taken the championship to Japan. So are you ready to fly halfway around the world on what could be a wild goose chase?
Give me a minute. I want to make sure this EO going to Japan rumor is true.
I'm highly confident in my sources. Don't wait too long on this. There's no telling what EO will do to tarnish our championship. There you are. I've gotten your flight to Japan to try to get the undisputed WWE Championship back. Are you ready to head to the airport?
Yeah? It's time to take the fight to them. So let's fly.
Okay, good luck. We'll be counting on you.
Weren't you on SmackDown, like, last night?
Glad you're a fan, Paragon.
Well, I was mostly watching to see my favorite superstar, LA Knight. I love that guy. Just something about him reminds me of myself. But anyway, I'm guessing you're here in hot pursuit of a missing championship?
Could be. You have some intel?
Maybe. Can you get me LA Knight's autograph?
Sure.
Okay, great. Well, Io Sky showed up here last night with that title, and she wiped me out.
She beat you?
Like a drum. But then that wrestler Chosen from PWJ rolled up and put a whooping on the both of us.
Wait, Chosen beat up you and Io Sky?
What, beat us up? Hell no. He cleaned us out in a card game. Dude even took the WWE belt off of Io on the river.
Wait, now you were on a river?
It's a poker term. That's not important. Chosen won the belt, and then he and La Congrejita Loca went off to celebrate.
La Congrejita Loca from Lucha Magica? How did she get involved in this?
Locker room romances are a weird thing. If you want to get the story from the horse's mouth, Chosen is out in the arena parading around with the belt like he beat LA Knight for it. That would never happen. Guy is unstoppable.
I'm going to go have a talk with Chosen.
I think that means you're gonna jump him. You know, I'm supposed to team with him tonight.
Find yourself another partner.
You got LA Knight's number?
Oh. Oh.
Chosen, I kicked your ass once, and unless you give me that stolen belt, I'll do it again.
I don't have your belt.
Paragon said you won it off EO in a card game.
I did. But then...
But then... what?
Then... the fire of my heart. The sun I orbit around. The one true love of my life. La Congregita Loca. She took it with her to Mexico to remember me by.
You gave her the undisputed WWE Championship as a memento?
Yes. Now I have neither my title or my love.
You are ridiculous. It's obvious she didn't take the title to Mexico to remember you. She took it to defend it in a match.
It was... oh, a lie? No!
I guess I'm headed to Mexico. I really hope Aldous reimburses me for these flights.
Please tell her. Chosen still loves her.
No. can keep your so-called undisputed title. I knew it the second I held it. That is a bootleg replica belt.
Of course it is. Io didn't tell you. She took the real belt with her. I didn't see any harm in using the fake one I took from that egomaniac Chosen to sell at Arena Estatal. He is cute, though. And obsessed with me. Maybe Chosen's not so bad. What do you think?
I don't give a damn. Look, where did Io take the real WWE Championship?
The WWE archives.
The WWE archives?
You are Mutiny, see?
See, I'm Mutiny through and through. Just trying to keep it on the down low so I can really stick it to WWE when they least expect it.
Then you know Mutiny's taking the belt there to destroy it with everything else at the archives.
Everything?
When your friends erase the history of WWE forever, it will be a blow they will never recover from. You must be so disappointed to be missing the fun tonight.
I think I'll be there right on time.